Guys, it's better late than never, right? It's true that Liverpool has taken too long to enter the summer transfer window, but we explained before why this approach was taken. It gives the new manager the time to assess his squad and see what players it lacks. Now, it makes perfect sense why we're aiming for a new midfielder, but one can only wonder why Liverpool is going after a new goalkeeper in Giorgi Mamardashvili, especially with both Alisson and Kelleher currently at the club. And yes guys, our interest in the keeper is concrete, as Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that talks are ongoing between both clubs. So who is Giorgi Mamardashvili, what kind of keeper is he, and why are Liverpool looking for his signature? And what will his future be if he joins our club? These are all the questions that we're going to answer in today's video. But before we do get into it, hit that like and subscribe button for more Liverpool deep dives. Now, instead of reviewing the player's career, we want to highlight why Liverpool is monitoring him in the first place. See, Mamardashvili joined Valencia on loan from Dinamo back in 2021. At first, he was expected to play for Valencia B side. However, he impressed the then manager so much during the pre-season that he secured the number 1 jersey over the current keepers at the club. Yes, it didn't take him that long to cement himself as first choice. At just 20 years old, he made an immediate impact in La Liga with 1 goal conceded, 2 clean sheets, 7 saves, and an 88% success rate in the first 3 games. Fast forward to this year, and we saw the young keeper put in a series of outstanding performances in the Euros with Giorgi, which is why multiple big clubs have started to sniff around the keeper. Now, to have such a meteoric rise and become first choice keeper for both club and country at such a young age, you surely need to be doing something right. Well, let us delve deeper into what makes Mamardashvili so good. At 23 years old and standing tall at 6'6", Mamardashvili brings a unique blend of physicality and skill to the box. His impressive reflexes, strong shot-stopping abilities, and compounding presence in the penalty area makes him a standout prospect. However, like many young players, Mamardashvili has areas in his game that needs refinement. We'll save these for later though, so let us continue with his strengths. As we mentioned earlier, the player's height of 6'6" gives him a commanding presence in the box, which helps him cover an extensive area of the goal. This gives him the edge during set pieces and aerial duels, but it doesn't end there. His exceptional reflexes and diving ability complement his physical advantage. See, Mamardashvili's quick reactions and agility enable him to make crucial saves, even from close-range shots. In fact, his shot-stopping skills have earned him praise as one of the top young goalkeepers in this regard. A save percentage of 73.8% is something to boast about and highlights this shot-stopping ability. And if you notice the stat on the screen, the Georgian saved 50% of the penalties he faced, again highlighting his incredible reflexes. Now keep this in mind though, because stats don't always paint the full picture. To highlight his shot-stopping prowess, consider his goals prevented stats from the recent La Liga season and the Euros. On his own, he stopped 9.26 goals in La Liga and prevented another 4.53 goals during the 2024 Euros. And to no one's surprise, the keeper is extremely good at claiming crosses, another strength that sets him apart. His commanding presence in the box and his physical strength allow him to dominate aerial challenges and secure the ball with confidence. This attribute is particularly valuable in high-pressure situations where the goalkeeper's ability to assert control can be game-changing. His strong reflexes and positioning on the line makes him a reliable option for stopping shots from various angles. We also feel the need to highlight another impressive aspect of Mamardashvili's game, which is his mental alertness, something that keepers only gain with experience. See, the keeper is keenly aware of his surroundings and makes quick decisions that contribute to his overall effectiveness as a goalkeeper. For example, you rarely see him forget about a player in the far post. His utilization of his frame and his ability to cover a large area of the goal further enhances his shot-stopping capabilities. However, despite his considerable strengths, Mamardashvili's game is not without its flaws, which is understandable considering his age. See, one of the primary areas for improvement is his footwork. Let us explain further. Good footwork is essential for modern goalkeepers as it enables them to move efficiently across the goal and position themselves effectively for saves. Mamardashvili's footwork has been noted as an area that requires refinement, as he sometimes struggles to quickly position himself. Now fear not, Reds, this is a coachable issue that will only get better with time. Now the second weakness we want to discuss is the keeper's tendency to rely heavily on the long passes, particularly to the left wing, which indicates a lack of variance in his distribution, and this stems from him over-relying on his stronger left foot. See, this one-footed approach can limit his effectiveness in building play from the back and can make his distribution predictable to opposing teams. Now, we said earlier that his penalty saving percentage is another proof of his good reflexes, but what if we told you that penalties is another area he needs to improve? See, Giorgi faced 24 penalties throughout his career, and guess what? He's only saved 5, 3 of which came during the last season, which explains his high saving rate. His tendency to stick closely to his line rather than coming out to challenge the penalty taker can reduce his chances of making a save. So developing better techniques for saving penalties and becoming more proactive in such situations will be important for his development. Additionally, Mamardashvili's tendency to remain close to his goal line rather than coming off his line to clear the ball or challenge attackers is another area that needs improvement. Modern goalkeepers are often required to act as sweeper keepers, providing an additional layer of defense by intercepting through balls or making clearances. And here, the keeper's reluctance to do so can leave gaps in his defense and expose his teams to potential threats, especially when playing the high line. In the 2023-2024 La Liga season, his keeper sweeps per game stood at 0.41, a slight increase from 0.39 in the 2022-2023 season. This marginal change suggests that while he made some progress, there is still room for improvement in his sweeping role. So with all his strengths and weaknesses covered, how would Mamardashvili tactically adapt to the current Liverpool team if he joins? Let's dive into this. Currently, Giorgi plays in a system at Valencia that does not prioritise playing out from the back. This tactical setup may contribute to his limited passing range and one-footed tendencies that we mentioned earlier. So in a more progressive system, emphasising building from the back, like the current Liverpool setup, Mamardashvili would need to adapt his passing game to include more varied and accurate distribution. Increasing his bravery in passing through the lines and utilising both feet effectively would be crucial for his development. In the 2022-2023 season, Mamardashvili had a performance score of 17.391. However, in the 2023-2024 season, this score dropped significantly to 4.167. This decline might indicate a shift in the team's style of play, which could have impacted his data rather than reflecting a decline in the player's ability. The need for a greater pass variance and improved decision-making in distribution is evident from his recent performances. During games, Mamardashvili favours long passes to the left wing, often clipping passes out to the side. This limited approach can make his passing predictable and reduce the effectiveness of his contribution to the team's build-up play. Expanding his passing range and improving his accuracy in different areas of the pitch would benefit his game overall. So is Mamardashvili a great keeper? Of course he is, especially when considering his age, but is he ready to be a starter for a team like Liverpool? That might not be the case, which brings us to our plan in case the player agrees to move to Anfield. See, the rumoured plan for Mamardashvili is to buy him this summer and loan him out to Bournemouth before integrating him into the first team. This seems to be an ideal pathway considering Liverpool's current number 1, Alisson, still has a few years left in him, with Kelleher also showing he's more than capable to fill in as he's the number 1. We must again remind you that the Georgian keeper is still 23. To add some context, Liverpool signed Alisson when he was 25 and turning 26. After completing the planned loan move, it would put Mamardashvili in a similar situation. Liverpool's search for a replacement goalkeeper also raises some questions. Has Alisson possibly given a timeline for his stay at the club, or is the club actively working on succession plans? Goalkeeper is one of the toughest positions to fill, especially when replacing a player of Alisson's caliber. Another question to consider is how the club views in-house goalkeeping prospects like Kelleher, Platuga, Jaros, who are still very young and hungry to take Alisson's place. Kelleher has already expressed the need for consistent game time, and Premier League suitors have shown interest. Klopp convinced him to stay last season, and Alisson's injury provided more opportunities for the Irishman. Jaros, on the other hand, was sent out on loan to Storm Graz last season and returned to Merseyside after a successful stint that helped the Austrian side win the league. He featured in a pre-season friendly against United, demonstrating his quality with 4 saves, 21 out of 28 passes completed, and 1 clearance. His impressive ball-playing ability aligns with what Slot expects from goalkeepers. Platuga winger had a challenging loan spell last season with St. Patrick's Athletic, which ended prematurely. His development and future at the club are uncertain. With Gallagher likely seeking a move for more playing time, Jaros may need competition. Portuga's stagnation creates an opportunity for Mamardashvili to step in. If Mamardashvili joins Liverpool, he would gain experience at Bournemouth while Jaros learns from Allison, preparing them for the future roles at the club. As we discussed, Giorgi's imposing 6'6" frame, remarkable reflexes, and shot-stopping prowess make him an elite prospect with significant potential. His ability to claim crosses and command the penalty area further enhances his appeal, suggesting he could evolve into a top goalkeeper with the right development. However, Mamardashvili's game is not without its challenges. His footwork, penalty-saving skills, and tendency to stick close to his line are areas that need improvement. It's also clear that he's not ready yet to come into the Liverpool squad, given to the tactical adaptation he needs to go through. This is why the proposed loan move to Bournemouth could give him valuable experience and a chance to refine his game before potentially stepping into a role at Liverpool. Whether Mamardashvili will secure a move to Merseyside and how he will transition to a top club's demands is still unfolding. For now, he remains a standout talent with the potential to make a substantial impact on the future of football and at Liverpool. So what are your thoughts on Mamardashvili? Do you believe Liverpool should move forward with the deal, or is there another goalkeeper you think would be a better fit? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Liverpool deep dives. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.